Ready, ready. 10 Lobo.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Hey, exit.
29 is the Mike 29.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Hey, Charlie.
29 is the Mike.
Step.
This is Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Watch the screen.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this? Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is...
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. Now a hit and a loose football. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Right. 59. Wide. Get wide.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, first down. They run, it's Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Let's go now. Cover the engine. Check her. Ball. Mike's 59. 64. 3. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Undercrush.
Now it's Breida. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They come up in an offset eye. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
Let's go, D.
Yeah, yeah. Fair. Bravo. Hit it.
2nd and 9 now. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Ready, set.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 55.
Hard.
Here we go. Whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 55. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike 55.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Ready up.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Smooth.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
Now Brown. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Let's go. Let's do this.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a London 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the slack. Mike spot 9. Get him.
To throw is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Gurley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
57. Get ready. Let's 57's right. You ain't doing nothing today.
Jackson from the shotgun. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Mike 57.
And here we go. Watch the pass. 57 to Mike. 65.
4th down. Here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. A nice run there by Gurley on 1st down as he'll get about 7 out of it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
The 26-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the run. Shift.
Let's go. Bravo. Go. Get your game up.
Mike, check. 59.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Golladay, and it's 3rd and short. From the gun, it's Jackson. This is caught. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
Check it back. Check.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
It's easy one. It's coming again.
It's now 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. they take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will have a touchdown. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line.
Here we go. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Mike, 55. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Now they run with Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Go! 60 outlaw. Stay. Hey, Delta. Go. Check. Guard. Hey, Haywood. Go.
2nd and 13. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. A gain of 3, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike 59. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike, check, 59.
It's long day. It's going to be a long day.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Here we go. Hey, here we go.
Now it's Jackson. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They run with Rede, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready. I'm coming.
They try right side here, Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense looks up. All day.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Coming to you.
59's Mike. 59.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson buying time to his left. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch the eye.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
Brown, the lone receiver left. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Welcome back now here in London. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, Steve 6.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. In your face. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Hey.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete to John Ross. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Hey, high 7.
29 is the Mike. Mike, 29. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 29 is the Mike.
Hey, wahoo!
Oh, you got deep?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On the set.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Joe Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Got it.
53, check 53. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd down now, it's Jenkins. And he's got some space here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 31 yards there and a 1st down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Gurley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Let's go, baby.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Jackson on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We taking wins home. Short. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is go.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Oh, Jack, cut up.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And he's going to keep it here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Again they run with Gurley. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. So